Hey everyone, welcome to the front row with Ed. Today I have a short video on a very important muscle. So it's called the Quadratus Lumborum, and it starts with the iliac crest and it inserts along the lumbar spine and the lower part of the rib cage. So when people talk to me about unilateral lower back pain versus horizontal, people that say that, gosh, my back hurts mainly on one side. Oftentimes if you can put a stretch into that QL or the Quadratus Lumborum, that will help. Let's first take a look at the muscle to kind of get an idea of what it looks like.
So this is a picture of our back musculature, courtesy of the Essential Anatomy app, which is a great tool for anyone who loves anatomy like I do. You can see the Quadratus Lumborum is highlighted on the right, and of course we have one on the left side as well too. It attaches to the lumbar spine, top of the ilium, and the lower part of the rib cage. So it's a critical muscle for helping to stabilize the spine and can be a source of your lower back pain.
So we've seen what that muscle looks like, and now you can visualize to stretch it, we have to separate origin and insertion. So, get him out of the way. My patients call this the mermaid stretch, so that might be easier to remember than Quadratus Lumborum stretch. So what you need to do is, preferably on the floor, but you need to be on your side. I don't know if you can see it very well in the video, but your hand, your hip, and your knees all need to be in a straight line. What people do wrong with this is they'll bend their knees forward and their hip will rock back. And in this position here, you're not really going to get much of a stretch. So you really want to make sure that you come forward over that top hip. Now this hand is here for balance. Don't make it a nice symmetric core exercise. This top hand here is my tensioner. So if I'm not getting enough of a stretch, I could just bring it up. If I'm not getting, or if I'm getting too much of a stretch, I could even have someone start on their elbow based upon, just come in where you feel comfortable with that stretch. And where you're going to feel that stretch is just laterally. Down low, remember, it goes from the lower part of the rib cage onto the top of the ilium, but you also might get some stretch through the rib cage, which is just a bonus. So come up through here where you feel a comfortable stretch. Make sure that hip, that top hip is rotated forward. And then once you're here, remember to breathe and let that shoulder relax. If you get a little shoulder pain, you don't have to let the shoulder relax too much. The whole idea is to get a lateral opening of that rib cage. Then you'll hold it there for about 30 seconds and then repeat the same thing on the other side. Now when we're switching, bend your knees up a little bit, take the tension off, and flip your legs to the other side. And then you would do the same thing on the other side. Hand, hip, knee all in a straight line. Make sure this hip is rotated forward. Whichever side is tighter, and it's really common, my left side's a little bit tighter. Whichever side's tighter, I want you to come back and give that side a little extra love. So if I'm stretching it twice on both sides, come back and give the tight side another stretch or two for about 30 seconds. Okay, so that's the QL stretch, and then what I want you to do, and I'm going to put a link to a video I did a long time ago with another exercise that really works well with that. It's like the alternating arm and leg, the bird dog exercise, to help activate that multifidus as well as positively influence that Quadratus Lumborum so it does what it's supposed to do. So see how you do. Let me know if you have any questions or problems with that, but add the QL stretch, especially if you're having unilateral one-sided lower back pain, okay? Good luck.